Happy Friday, Yarmouth. Welcome back to another edition of the Friday Five. I have a very special edition this week. We're only going to talk about one topic, but it's a really important one. Some of you might have seen that the forecaster is going to be changing the way that they display their news, and so we've been working with the folks at the Maine Trust for Local News to get a better understanding of what that means for you and how we might be able to help spread more local news. So with that, we're going to get into a very special edition of this week's Friday Five. What's going on, Yarmouth? It's Scott again with a special edition of the Friday Five. I have this very special guest, Mark Stoddard, who's the board chair for the Maine Trust for Local News. Hey, I got that first try.
You did.
That's pretty good. So Mark's going to tell us a little bit about some of the changes at the local forecaster. Many of you might have seen that the print of the forecaster is going to be going away here soon enough. Mm-hmm. And Mark, what else can you tell us?
Well, that's the big headline, and how we're delivering our news digitally from now on every week, and then also all the time on the website. As you know, or maybe you don't know, the Maine Trust for Local News is the nonprofit owner of the Forecaster, formerly the Forecaster, also the Portland Press Herald, and a number of other publications, news publications, local news operations around the state. We took a look, unfortunately, at the numbers for how we're doing with print and what's happening with print these days. As you know, it's all around the country. Local newspapers are trying to figure out how to deal with the decline in print advertising, decline in print readers, as more and more of us go digital and use our devices to get our news. And we finally had to make a decision to cease print publication of the Forecaster and turn it into a digital newsletter and a digital website, e-papers, and so forth. So we did this both for cost reasons, but also to protect our local news and to protect our reporting resources, and to make sure that our local reporter, Sophie Burchell, as you may have read her byline over the years, can continue to do what she does, reporting on Yarmouth and the region. And so that is where we're going starting now, and I can share
Please do.
About how to get this news.
Yeah, it's really important because, of course, in Yarmouth, we have the forecaster's really been sort of a reliable source of information and news on a weekly basis. Throughout COVID, we saw the sort of loss of the local shopping notes, and with the forecaster, it really is sort of a bummer because, again, it's where we like to send information on things that are going on, and certainly is where people can find that information pretty readily available. So can you tell us a little bit more about some of those digital options?
Yeah, so first, the way to find it is probably the easiest way is to go to portlandpressherald.com. And then look in the upper left, you'll see navigation for e-papers and newsletters. Click on that, and then you'll see a range of options to find your local news. So look for Yarmouth Now, or look for Cumberland Yarmouth local news, and you can sign up for the weekly newsletter, digital newsletter, that'll come free of charge to your inbox every Wednesday, I think it is. And you can also access the e-paper anytime you like. And that's basically, it's like a newspaper, but move your cursor around, you can click on stories and find your news that way. Yeah. You know, obviously what we do for a living and what our mission is as a nonprofit provider of local news is to be that trusted and reliable source for news. We know that in the digital world these days, it's kind of a jungle out there with misinformation, all kinds of different sources for news. Our goal and what we're here to do is to be that reliable source for Yarmouth and for communities throughout southern Maine.
Yeah, that's great. And so much of what we've been trying to do over the last year within our own communications, both through the Friday Fives and through our website and through our e-newsletter, if you haven't signed up, please do that, is to, again, be another resource for that information. And we look forward to working with Mark and with the Maine Trust for maybe some more creative ways that we can work together to better share that information.
Yeah, and I think that's more important than ever today with the kind of misinformation that can go quickly around a community. We need to work together on these things to debunk rumors that aren't true, to make sure the residents are aware of important information that's going to affect their neighborhood, affect their taxes, all kinds of things. And we have to be there for them, and we have to work together.
That's amazing. So thanks again, Mark. As more information becomes available, and we'll be able to be sure to share sort of those access points to the different electronic news options for the forecaster through our website and through the newsletter. Is there any other information people should know
I think,
about?
Again, make sure, go to pressherald.com, look for Yarmouth Now, Community Now. and keep in touch with us, because things change, and we're always looking for different ways and better ways to inform our neighbors, inform our communities, and support our communities, and help keep us all tied together. More important now than ever.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for being with us, Mark.
Thank you for taking time.
And for those who may have more information, be sure to reach out. We can connect you with Mark or folks within his team, and we'll be able to hopefully share some news here in the future.
Great. Thanks very much.
Thanks for tuning in this week, guys.